What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Austin Show. Today we're looking at the new LEGO Star Wars ATTE Walker set 75337 with 182 pieces that retails for $139.99. So this is a pretty cool set, a set I've been waiting for so long because I've always missed out on the ATTEs. Back when the last one came out, I was just not able to afford a set. So I've been waiting years to finally get one, and here we have it. Now, I will say this is definitely not my favorite set. There's some stuff I don't like about it, but overall, I think it's just pretty cool to finally get an ATTE. Now, we got a lot of cool figures in the set, so we don't get any Jedis, which is quite surprising, but this is based off Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the Battle of Utapau, so I thought we would have had an Obi-Wan or something, and with all the Obi-Wan stuff coming out, to me, it would have made sense, but we do get a Commander Cody and the 212th Battalion, so we have Commander Cody, 212 troopers, and we get a 212 clone gunner, which is cool. It's a little bit different colors. We see him up top there, and then we get 3 droids as well as a spider droid, so all of this just looks really cool. And on the back of the box we can see some functions, so like a little door piece opening up, some stuff on the inside, of course all the things there ready to fight. So just a lot of cool stuff going on with the set that we'll have to look at, and like I said, I'm just overall excited to have this set. Like I said, not the best. I'll point out some issues I don't like, but overall it's still cool. But let's look at the set starting with the minifigs. So here we have all of our minifigs, so we'll go ahead and start off with our 212. So we got our Commander Cody here, of course the leader of the 212 and serves under Obi-Wan, and he looks pretty cool. So he has the all-white stormtrooper outfit, of course the Phase 2 clone trooper outfit. You can tell it's Phase 2 with the like breathing design here on the bottom, and just overall his looks. And then he's got the 212 colors, so like this orangish yellow. So we got the orange arms, the orange visor on his head that can lift up and move around and stuff, and all the markings on his chest and down on his legs and stuff. He has the blaster rifle in his hand, and like I said, the little visor piece up top with the new, I believe it's new printed helmet design. It has some brown details and stuff and some gray and stuff on it there. And overall, I think it looks pretty decent. I know people have issues with the helmet, just with like the little hole designs where the holes go for this visor piece, and then the little circle sections underneath that. But overall, I don't think it looks too bad, especially with the visor, helps kind of cover everything up. But nice printing on the chest, legs, and on the back there as well. Looks like almost a little jetpack or something. But overall, pretty nice design for Commander Cody. And then we have our 212 Trooper again in the Phase 2 design with the helmet design, some orangish yellow design up there on his head, as well as on the chest. So you see more on the chest, down the sides, going down the legs. So I love all those markings again with the blaster. So there you can see more of the helmet design. So we have the hold up top and then the little circle down underneath. So I know that kind of annoys people. Like I said, to me, I don't really notice it too much. It's not something I really care too much for, but hey, if people say it's wrong, it's wrong. So I can't complain too much, but it looks pretty good. And we have 2 more troopers. They just have the longer rifles, which are cool, but of course harder to stand up with those, but it's still cool to have these 3 troopers, as well as the 212 clone gunner, which looks pretty weird because he has more just the brown design. He doesn't have much of that yellow, so it doesn't really fit in too well. So you can see he's got the brown up on his head, still the Phase 2 there, has more black, has a cool like black like pauldron piece or something there on his chest, and then mostly all the white clone armor. He has a little pistol and more printing there on his back. You can see his strap design, so it looks pretty cool. And I haven't shown any of them, but they do have the face there of like the clone face, so it looks pretty good. No face printing on the back or anything. So just also have the clone gunner to go into the guns on the ATTE, but like I said, it's kind of weird he doesn't really have any of the orange to fit in with the rest of the 212. Then of course we have some droids, so we just have your standard droids, so nothing too crazy or different about just the tan color droids with their blaster, so just what we've always seen in the past. And then we get the spider droid as well, so the Dwarf Spider Droid, which looks pretty cool overall. I never like these things. I don't really like this design. Like, this is probably my least favorite thing about this set, just because of the design. We've had it before, it's nothing new, and just the design I don't really care for too much. But as the like ball with the antenna piece up there on the top, of course with this design you can get a rotate around, but it should just be right in the center. We have the gun nose thing out the front, the little eye designs there, and then the 4 legs, but you have the clear piece in the center to give it like a flat base to sit on and stabilize and stuff. So it just kind of sits there and can crawl along with your droids. Like I said, it's awesome that they included it, as an extra like piece or something thrown in here, but it's something I don't care about at all. So to me, if I was displaying the set, I'd probably just take that apart and get rid of it. But pretty cool to have all these figures. Like I said, I'm surprised we don't get a Jedi, so for this it would be Obi-Wan, but maybe since they have the other Obi-Wan sets coming out, so don't want to oversaturate with Obi-Wans or whatever, but pretty cool to have all these figures. But then we have the ATTE Walker itself, the all-terrain tactical enforcer. Always really cool design. Like I said, I always love like the clone vehicles, so getting an ATT is something I've always wanted with its bug-like design. So it's almost like a beetle, just with the hard like shell design. Has the 6 legs, so it's definitely based off like a bug design. And overall looks pretty decent, cool. Does carry off the look of an ATT. Like I said, just not my favorite design. Just like with the legs, I do not like the legs. This like design up here is not bad, but these 2 middle legs just kind kind of float back and forth. So it adds that third leg, but they don't do anything. But I just don't like the overall design piece. And then these like nub things on the end just drive me insane, just how far they stick out and just the overall like bigger size of them stuff. I haven't really paid too much attention to actual ATTs to see if they have a design similar to this, and that's what they're supposed to be, or if this is just the thing Lego has added on. So I just don't like this. So this would be something I'd probably like myself like want to look into switching out or something, just because I hate that design. So the legs just drive me insane. Like this design I don't mind too much, just like the separation here, but like having this design here with where we have like the holes from the Technic bricks and stuff just really annoys me. I wish if they were going to do something like this, it would have been more like this, or it would be solid. Those would be one of my two choices there. But otherwise, it doesn't look too bad. So if I can get it to fit in here, there's a look at the front. Of course, have the gun that's in the way. So there's a look at the front where we have the cockpit piece, which I assume, yeah, you just pull off the front section here to be able to get into it. So it just slides right out altogether, which is pretty cool. So you can easily get a driver in there, and then it just slides back in. So it has these little slide pieces. So you just feed it right back in there and it sits. So pretty nice, easy way to get in and out, and it sticks in pretty well. Like there's nothing that clips into it, just kind of the way it sits just kind of locks in. So it sits in there pretty well. Has a nice design with the window and then like the grill design on the front. And then we have the 4 guns, so the 4 like ball style guns. So we have those you could move around and twist wherever. Some designs on the sides here for like lights and stuff, which is pretty cool. And overall, just a pretty fun design for the front of the ship. We have the gun up top, so it's a gun on a turret that can spin around. We have the stud shooters, so we have the little like green stud shooter pieces that we can go ahead and shoot one off. So just kind of shot. Of course, you couldn't see that at all, but it shot it out of there. So that's pretty fun. I like how they're kind of hidden away and you barely notice them there. But we have a seat piece up here to stick our gunner. So if we want to take the gunner and just kind of throw him right up there, you can be controlling the turret. So pretty cool, fun thing there. And overall, I feel the turret's a little bit long. Like I feel with a lot of these things, they make the guns way too long, but you'd probably just pull the end piece off there, kind of switch out some pieces to make it a little bit shorter. But again, it's probably going to be long in real life, but either way, not a bad design. And then we go back down the body. So just move along. We can see all the sides. We'll open it here in a second. One thing I like about this is that it does have a carrying handle. So we have the little handle piece that opens up and you can carry it along. So it's pretty fun, and just seeing the feet dangle there, it reminds me of like a marionette or something. But I do like having that, so it makes it nice and easy to transport without trying to grab it somewhere and pieces falling off. So we have the legs in the middle, we have the front section, we have the back section, which are pretty much the same sort of design, but around on the back we have 2 guns. So obviously we don't have another like driver's seat, but we have 2 more guns here in the back that can spin around, and the 2 legs in the back, and then just some like little light designs and stuff there. So not much to it, but I like having this. We do have some stickers on the pieces, so like show some damage. So this one there and this one up here show some like damage and stuff, so like it's been in fights, but otherwise it's just the exact same details on the side. So let's go ahead and look at this. We'll go and start with the back maybe. So the back section is a little bit weird. So we have this little piece here that just sort of clips in. They just sort of like clip in together. They don't hook or anything. But with this, we can fold it down, and with this, you can like fold it down like this. With the Technic pieces, just fold it down like that to get access into the back. And as you can see, there's pretty big holes and gaps and stuff open here, but you can just kind of pop these over and get them to slide open, and open up the roof as well to get access in here to the back. So we have pieces here where we can sit some troopers. So we have a seat here where maybe it can be facing like this way to control these 2 guns in the back. So it has a little control piece, and maybe I think there's a printing design on it. There's a little control panel sticker stuck on there. And then we have 4 seats here in the middle, so we can stick 4 troopers at least in the back here. Has like a fire extinguisher, and then a little rack over here you could probably stick some guns on or something while people are sitting. So that's a pretty neat design overall with that, and we can just go and close this up. Now with this, it does have these gray slope pieces that kind of, to me, always kind of like just sit on this section here and kind of like lock in and fold down in like that. So they're kind of hooked in there. As you try and pull them out, you can see they're hooked there. So you do that, fold the roof down, and then like I said, you just fold this piece back up, and then it's just these clips just connecting in with these. They don't really clip in, but they do hold, so that's pretty nice. They just clip like that, closing off the back, which is pretty decent. And then we can also go to the front section, and it's pretty much the exact same. Go ahead and lift up the gun section here, and then again pull these sides out just like the back one was. Of course, with the cockpit and stuff here, it kind of gets in the way, but we can open it up and you can see some design in here. So we have this little like seat piece that easily floats out, so you can sit 2 more characters. There's a like wrench design, you know, not really much to it. There's additional little stuff back in here. Again, it's gonna be hard to see, not really know exactly what it is, just like little panels with control pieces and stuff. Of course, a little what would be a door section to get into the driver's seat, and of course a through panel that goes all the way through. It can't really fit anything through it, but there is this hole through there to go all the way through. So it's a pretty fun design with some different options and stuff there. But we'll just go ahead and close up the front once again. You know, do the same, just fold the pieces in, and you kind of hook them in with the same little section designs and fold the roof down there. So there we've got the ATT all back together, and like I said, it looks pretty cool. It's not the best thing ever. Like I said, I hate the leg designs. I don't mind that like this one just floats back and forth. You know, that's probably the best option for it. But I just overall don't like the leg designs and then these nubs on the end of them. So like I said, I'll probably look into something to maybe switching them out or something, and maybe switching this piece out to make it look a little more uniform, but I don't think it's bad either. But overall, it's a pretty nice set. Like I said, it's not the best. Like I wish it could be a little bit better, but since I haven't had any others in the past, I don't know exactly what exactly could be better. I just don't like the look 100%, but I am just super happy to finally have an ATTE in my collection, because an ATTE and a gunship are two things I've always missed out on and really want. So I'm hoping over the next years they now have an ATTE. I hope a gunship and other versions of clone ships will be coming out soon, because I want so many of them that I missed out when I was younger and couldn't afford any. So I hope they make more things now, because I do overall really like this and do want more ships. Well, there we can have a little fight scene between our 212 clones and the droids on Utapau. So pretty cool set overall. Like I said, I do really like the overall design of the ATT. Stuff like this is what I want, the ground walkers. That's the kind of vehicles I care more than the spaceships and stuff, not being able to actually, you know, have them fly around, where they should actually have them on the ground, create like a little army scene just like this. So that's what I like most about Lego sets like this. So my hope is that they make more like Clone Wars ground vehicles, because that's what I care for the most. But let me know what you thought of this set down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.